ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them?
Today, from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, it's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports. Falcons taking on Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Summer drawing to a close here in the Southeast. The roof is closed at the wondrous Mercedes-Benz Stadium due to the hot temps still outside here in downtown Atlanta. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. A very quick pass to Ridley. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First and 10 at the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Here's Ryan to throw. And that one's complete to Gurley. A good rally to the football, keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. He'll throw from the gun. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Brady. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, it's Ryan. Dumps it off to Gurley. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
2nd and 11.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack?
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them in contract time.
60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
10 at the 43-yard line.
And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Sacks for him on the season.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return, and possession will switch hands. 1st and 10.
24-yard line.
With the Bucs offense making their way back out on the field, let's take a look at the playoff picture, Charles, coming into the weekend in the NFC. And right now they're in that number 2 spot. They would love to hold on to that, but obviously first things first. They want to clinch the division.
And that's what everyone plays for. Win your division first, guarantees you a spot in the playoffs, but still a nice spot to be in. Not as good as it was when the number 2 seed meant a first-round bye. That's all changed with the new playoff system, but still a nice spot to be in.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
McKinley on the stop.
We're scoreless after 1.
End of the first quarter with no score.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. They fake the handoff. Now Brady looking deep for Gurley. That's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Brady's pass.
Taylor Gabriel, his first touchdown on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, the game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or 2. We'll be watching that one later on today.
Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
It's now 2nd and
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Ryan, he's going to dump it off to Gurley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9.
This first half has not gone according to plan so far. offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and out will come the offense as they take over. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there.
And it's right about this time of the year that you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
There certainly is, because we all know everyone is aiming for that #1 seed. But failing that, because only 2 teams in the NFL get a bye, 1 from each conference, that question becomes who's hot? Who's peaking at the right time as you start the playoffs?
On second down, here's Fournette. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 11 yards there, first down. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit, because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory.
Denard brought him down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that. I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Now the third-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
37-yard line.
Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
First down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
A run with Jones on first down, not going to yield much. A yard tops. Second down coming up.
The tackle made at
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
brings up 2nd and 9.
Brady gives this one off to Jones.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
At the 33-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Brady. The catch made by Miller. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 22-yard line. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Davidson on the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Touchdown.
Leonard Fournette with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. And what I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And now to give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Falcons offense making their way onto the field. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for, and remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. He gets it to Gurley, complete. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
He completes it to Jones. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Intended for Calvin Ridley. Incomplete.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So we come upon, and just like that, on we head to half number 2.
14. Falcons, nothing.
The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will make it into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. We'll begin with a give to Fournette to start the drive. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On play action, now Brady. A quick throw, but incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note of the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time.
And the Buccaneer.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Here's a give to Fournette. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Open man has got one. It's complete. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first.
8-yard pickup. First down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. This throw caught right around the 6. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Now Jones. And now a hole out there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
From the gun, it's Brady. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. They'll try and run it into Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Tampa Bay.
Ronald Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And he puts it through. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's Ronald Jones that polishes it off with a touchdown run. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. They'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Todd Gurley.
That catch good for only a couple. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the shotgun, Ryan. That's caught over the middle by Hurst.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the one touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this 3rd and 4th quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sit through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Now a play fake. Brady. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And got his man complete. And they're going to do this across midfield and inside the 45. Back now in Atlanta. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Fournette, a first down carry. And he's taken down inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Again, the ball carrier.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Gotta give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
At the 40-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd
from the gun. Ryan. That's caught. It's Jarius Wright. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, 1st down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Ryan's pass taken in by Ridley. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Calvin Ridley.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
2nd and 2 at the 42-yard line.
Again, Ryan. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. Got a man, it's right. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Hayden Hurst, former 1st-round pick, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again. Ryan. Jones breaking from the contact. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Ryan will throw again.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan. Again, he targets Ridley. This time it's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Calvin Ridley, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons cut into that lead. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give him credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
No good.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort, at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Again, it's Fournette. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
Carrier. Grady Jarrett.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Now he'll throw with Brady. Escaping the pressure right. And it's caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory, and you look back over the score sheet, interesting, a very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say.